And this is Lacey here to the left. And Lacey wanders around and, you know, kind of hangs out close to the dog feeder, which is to the left. The anemone Aries, her job is to take care of the animals. So she will periodically put water in the bowl of the dog feeder and also the cat feeder to the right. Anaro wanders around quite a lot greater distance than Lacey does, but Anaro knows to come back and find the food and water. These individual items of flowers that you see in the ground and in the raised beds, and also the beds in front of us, every few days, a flower is harvested by the NPCs that are tending the garden, and then they will randomly choose what to plant next. So the content in this region is dynamic. It is different every time you visit. And I think that's a really important feature because I can't stand going back to the same place and seeing the same thing every time. I like to explore. I like to see different things. And Selby brought up a good point about that. If you were using this type of Setter Farm scripting engine to teach how to learn about specific plants that you garden, how to identify them visually, it's good that the NPCs don't put the plants in the same place every time, because you actually do have to learn what they look like. And, you know, it's not based on location. Now, the reason why Azalea Aries keeps saying it's time to plant is because the basket, the hanging basket, does not have any new plants in it yet. And so she sees it and says it's time to plant. Now, if she were able to select something, she would just go ahead and plant it. Now, another thing that Anemone Aries does, rather than just taking care of the feeders, she also checks for honey, because we have a beehive over here. Now, if you get too close to this beehive, the bees will go after you. They will attack your butt for a little bit. So be wary. But when the honey level is 100%, she will harvest the honey, and she gets this jar, and then she will go put the jar in the appropriate storage facility up by the redwood tables. So a lot of the work that the NPCs are doing is the grunt work. This would allow the students to really focus on learning about the items and what the products are used for, how they can be used, where they're in different recipes. Now, all of those recipes are programmable. You can program them to your own needs. And that's true, Selby. They are, you can't harm them. Okay, Rosa, I really appreciate you coming. It was good to see you. And I'm going to try to get to your event later. Now, in the beach area, in the direction that I'm looking, you will see DiTA 4 is over there. So let's walk down there. Now here, he also retests your skills in the process of learning how to sit on furniture. When the cursor changes to a chair, you know you can left click. And so people learn to test their skills themselves rather than waiting for there to be a happenstance reason for it. The other chairs, you have to right click sit those, and that is a more advanced skill. So another DiTA will be teaching that. But if you click on the fish barrel here, you'll see right now it says 0%. Anybody feel free to click on it, and then you would click to get a fishing rod, wear the fishing rod, and as long as you are close to the water level, you can get some fish, and you will see your progress meter advancing. Now, once it reaches 100%, it is automatically going to put the fish in the fish barrel. So the level of fish will numerically increase, and also the prim inside the barrel will rise. And we see Anemone Aries is visiting right now. She's checking the fish barrel. Why does she do that? because we use fish to make slop for the animals, so they have a nice healthy food. And so when she finds fish, if she also has water, which she usually does, then she will proceed back over to the stove and she will use the water and the fish to make slop. Then what I haven't taught her yet is how to take the slop and put it in the deep freeze. So this is a work in progress. It is R&D, but I want people to realize that you can teach students very fun ways to learn those basic and the early advanced skills that they need to live in a virtual world.